Tja Leute, hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge The Longest Journey. Auch hier nochmal frohes neues Jahr. Herzlich willkommen bei meinem Kanal. Ich hoffe, ihr habt das Jahr gut angefangen und wir laden natürlich die Journey. Und ich habe mir als kleine Hilfe die Bildschirmlupe geholt, welche ich seitdem aber versuche irgendwie größentechnisch anzupassen und sie einfach komplett drüber zu legen. Abgesehen, dass sie nur meiner Maus folgt, aber sag mal, es hilft ein bisschen mehr, Einzelheiten zu sehen. Und ansonsten gucke ich, dass ich jetzt hier so oben in der Ecke damit klarkomme. So, dann gucken wir uns mal ein bisschen im Zimmer um. Ja, das ist es wirklich. A little bit depressing ist es. Okay, es sind beide.
Nice view, if you're into brickwork. I'm not good at taking care of living things, but this plant's doing just fine despite months of neglect.
Ja, was, Fenster mal auf. Okay.
Ever those pipes are spewing out, I know one thing for sure, it ain't water. It's a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill. It's a rusty old grill, kept afloat by a rubber ducky. It's a clothesline. It's a clothesline.
Nein, Quatsch, ich wollte. Okay, das war jetzt eine Sache. Und jetzt? Wofür haben wir uns jetzt nichts Wichtiges für Spiel schon verbaut? Ich habe immer gelesen, dass es mehr ein Adventure als ein Rätselspiel ist, aber...
I still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water. I don't know what that chain's for, but it's connected to some kind of mechanism at the bottom of the canal.
Nee, mach's damit jetzt nicht. Okay.
It's a seagull. The poor guy looks quite hungry. It's a clothesline. Spiky. I still haven't figured out what runs... It's a clothesline.
Mir scheine ich jetzt hier nichts machen zu können. Also gehen wir mal zurück. Und gucken uns dafür unseren Schrank an.
Alright, so my wardrobe's sort of chic deficient, but I can't afford to be cutting edge. Useful, practical, and cheap is my shopping mantra. When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean liner and fill it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work.
So, dann gucken wir mal.
When fame and wealth come knocking, I'll buy a wardrobe the size of an ocean liner and fill it with clothes for $1 million. Right now, I'll try to focus on my work.
Okay.
It's Constable Guybrush, my toy Oh, ape. He doesn't much like being called monkey.
Ja.
An empty cardboard box. That's so not interesting. I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past. I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it? It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me.
Problem ist immer, dass es erst anzeigt, dass was da ist, wenn du den Zeiger ruhig hältst.
It's real wood.
Okay. Hm.
I don't need to make my bed. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover. It's been too hot to sleep with a cover. So I don't. It's a picture of me and my friends.
So, dann nehmen wir das doch einfach mal mit. Ich dachte eigentlich, wir könnten uns an unserem Schrank umziehen, aber... Oh, wir können mit dem Diary sprechen. Okay.
Dear Diary, note to self. Dreams of talking trees and dragons aside, it's still no excuse for talking to inanimate matter in the real world. So quit it.
Genau, so quit it. Dann schauen wir uns mal an.
On again, off again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I.
Und dann holen wir es einfach mit.
I'm
Books.
part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set.
Was haben wir noch? Daher noch ein Painting.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree. That fan is supposed to keep the room nice and cool in the summer. Sure, yeah, it's at least, 1/4 of a degree cooler in here when it's on.
Okay, so. Was haben wir
That's
hier?
my desk, so, theoretically, that's where I'm supposed to do my work. I think my muse has departed me for greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Was haben wir oben noch? Ein...
Shelves.
Okay, das war
It's
einfach...
just a chair.
Noch irgendwas?
The wardrobe is actually made of real wood, and not that synthetic crap that makes me sneeze and itch all over.
Nee. Gucken wir uns mal an, was wir hier haben. Da haben wir einmal die...
My cash card at the moment is really quite useless. There can't be more than $1 or $2 left in it.
Die Cashcard, okay. Dann haben wir hier unser Toy Monkey.
Constable Guybrush is a strange hybrid between man, ape, and musician. In addition to being an officer of the law, of course.
Guybrush. Da war jemand wohl Fan von The Monkey Island.
It's Constable Guybrush.
Guybrush Threepwood.
The eye came loose. Poor Constable Guybrush.
Oh, komm, machen wir es nochmal rein.
Sorry, Guybrush, but I need to borrow your eye for a while.
Hä? Das wollte ich jetzt gar nicht. Mehr kann ich jetzt hier nicht machen.
It's a picture of Charlie, Emma, and me in Florence Park. Marcus took it about a month ago before it got real hot.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay, jetzt kann ich
I've
mit...
been keeping a diary intermittently since I was 5 years old. Not the same one, of course. I started this one, I
Was ist
think,
da?
April of this year.
Ein Timesheet.
There's a loose sheet of paper in here. Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
Nee, sonst kann ich hier scheinbar nichts mitmachen. Moment.
Monkey see, monkey do. Well, not without this he won't.
Dann gucken wir uns das
It's
mal
a
an.
list of the hours I worked this past week at the cafe.
Okay, das war's dann scheinbar.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
So, dann befinden wir uns jetzt,
Hey, babe.
wer
Babe,
ist
you're
das?
looking real sexy today.
Zach, listen, I've got to run, and
What's going on, April? How you been?
Am liebsten würde ich ja unten das sagen, aber wir sind mal nett und
pretty
freundlich.
good, and you?
Fantastic. Listen, April, how about you and me getting together sometime soon? Like, tonight. The pavilion is really cooking this week. We could pop some raptures, do a little close dancing. How about it?
Eigentlich ist es voll die saublöde Anmache.
No, that's not gonna work, Zach.
What? You got something against me, babe? Do I offend you in some way?
Oh, no. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to be together like that.
Hey, whatever. You come crawling back when you realize your mistake, babe. I'm out of here.
What an asshole. That's Zach's room. I've never been in there, and I pray I never will. Nuh-uh.
Okay,
I'm not knocking
schade.
on that door unless it's absolutely necessary, and frankly, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Dann haben wir da hinten Charlies Apartment. Oh, wir sind hier bei 2.5 Men. Natürlich, von Charlie lassen wir uns flachlegen.
His place is twice as big as mine, with a private bathroom and a huge bed. I guess he likes his creature comforts. Nobody home.
Ah ja, weil so schnell, der steht doch nicht so schnell hinter der Tür. Free Access Terminal, okay. Was haben wir noch? Alles der Free Access Terminal. Und hier haben wir eine Plant. Dann gehen wir zuerst mal zum Terminal.
It's a fact, as in F-A-C-T, Free Access Terminal.
Ich kann nur mit dem Ding sprechen.
Computer.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
Oh, okay.
Why not consider a very reasonable upgrade? In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity. If you upgrade now...
Hold on. You understood that. You have a voice interface installed already. Why would I pay to have another one installed?
Current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today...
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
Noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future, or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged for processing time.
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to carry deadly arms.
Well, whatever. Sorry.
In welcher Welt leben wir hier? Klingt ja fast nach einem autoritären Staat. Du hast ja hier ein Free Access Terminal, aber wehe, du sprichst mit einem.
No, I don't think I'd appreciate the FUB barging in on me right now.
Dann gucken wir nach der Pflanze.
Organic plastic. It grows, and it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, just like real plants, but it doesn't need nourishment of any kind. Convenient, but disturbing.
Holen wir einfach mal ein Blatt mit, wenn wir es können. So. Dann kann ich jetzt hier nichts mehr machen, außer runterzugehen. Oh, hier haben wir ein Flachbild 1999. Okay. Gab es da die ersten Flachbildschirme vielleicht sogar schon?
We have a nice view of the bridges from this window.
Ich weiß, da sitzt zwar einer, aber mich interessiert jetzt.
The omnipresent screen. I don't pretend to know how it works, but all the data apparently passes through tiny little black holes in the fabric of our dimension. You know, that really freaks me out when I think about it.
Das kann ich an mir nicht kann.
I can't tell what that note's saying as long as it's up there. Fiona's handwriting is not particularly legible.
Dann holen wir es runter.
I'm sorry, but big sweaty jocks do not turn me on. I'll take a nerd any day. Found. A gold ring under the common room sofa. If it's yours, let me know. But no false claims, please. Fiona. I did lose a gold ring a few weeks ago. I hope this is the one. I'll have to ask Fiona about it.
Okay. Soweit scheinbar dazu. Dann
Annual
was haben wir
summer
hier?
blowout at the Fringe Cafe, Friday, August 4th, 8 p.m. Free food, live performances by Royne Dale, Harlequin Masquerade, The Go-Getters. Tickets available at the bar. $10 only. Spread the word.
Was haben wir hier?
Pizza and movie night, Monday, July 31st. BYOS. BYO what? Soap? Look, it's Monkey Boy. Common room duty roster, July 27th. April and Emma. Oh joy, manual labor, my favorite. Common room duty roster,
Nochmal
July
ganz kurz.
27th. April and Emma. Oh joy, manual labor, my favorite. San Francisco. I'd love to go there someday. Someday soon, hopefully. Be considerate. Keep the volume down after 11 p.m. Fiona.
So, ich denke, das war's hier alles. Dann gucken wir uns hier mal weiter um.
Shelves.
Aha.
Shelves.
Das ist ein Coffee Table,
Emma
okay.
picked this table up at a flea market for $10 last month. That's $9 more than it's worth.
Okay.
It's a chair.
Ah, da geht's jetzt auch hin, um dasselbe zu sagen,
It's a
oder was?
chair. They really knew how to design tacky furniture back in the late 22nd century.
In the late second 20 Century. Wir sind jetzt also im frühen 21. Jahrhundert. Das war im späten 22. Jahrhundert, also sind die scheinbar im frühen 23. Jahrhundert, also über 200 Jahre später. Okay. Und ziehen sich immer noch so an. Also, peinlich 90er. Ein Matchbook.
It's a matchbook.
So, und wir haben jetzt gelernt, alles was
It's a
wir hier haben.
matchbook from the Fringe Cafe.
Ah, okay. Das Front Door. So, da haben wir jetzt alles bis auf Fiona.
That's Fiona, my landlady. She's all right. They really knew how to design tacky furniture.
So, dann sprechen wir mit Fiona, wenn wir jetzt sonst ja hier nichts mehr anderes machen können. Und ich würde ungern gehen, bevor ich hier nicht alles ausprobiert habe.
Morning, Fiona.
Good morning, darling. You're up early.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep.
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Oh, yes. The school exhibition. How's that going?
God, don't ask. I have no idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
Okay.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course, although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Sorry, I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job, thank God.
Okay.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping, and Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. Do you know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see her with, darling. She's too good for those arseholes. I wish she'd find herself a man who'd treat her right for once.
She hasn't had much luck with love, no?
She's a magnet for creeps, and she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling, but I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Okay,
Shouldn't you be outside enjoying the good weather?
You joking? Bollocks to that. I'll stay inside until September, thank you very much. It's too bloody hot.
can I ask you a few
Can I
questions?
ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Tell me about
Tell me
Emma.
about Emma.
Emma? Why, she's your best friend, darling. I don't know what to tell you that you don't already know. You girls are so close.
That's true. The day we met, we clicked instantly. It was strange, but cool.
Like me and Mickey, then? Except for the sex, of course.
That's a pretty big except for, Fiona.
Oh, I
Also
guess
Mickey
so.
ist eine Frau.
She's the
Ah,
crazy one, Emma is. Not crazy as in mad as a hatter, but crazy in a good way. Fun to be around.
Emma's always been a little weird.
Exactly, darling. She's a flirt, too, and the boys seem to drop like flies at her feet. No wonder. She's a real looker, I don't have to tell you. I'm sure she could have been a model if she'd wanted, but she's an artist, and a good one, too. I really think she'll be a successful artist. Her sculptures are getting a lot of attention.
so.
Anything else you can tell me about Emma?
She ought to be a little more careful sometimes. She's a flirt, and although she doesn't mean any harm, some lads don't take too well to being teased and rejected. You should tell her that, though, being her best friend and all.
I have told her. She won't listen.
No. She does worry me a little, but she's a big girl and she can take care of herself. I'm certainly happy to have her living here. Next to you and Charlie, she's my favourite tenant.
What did you think when we first
What
met?
did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
Okay. How long have you been known Charlie? Ist vielleicht nicht uninteressant.
How long have you known Charlie?
Oh, he's one of our oldest tenants. It's close to 3 years, I believe, since he moved in. Charlie is always in a good mood, and he's such a gentleman.
I agree. He's an actual, genuine gentleman.
And you don't see a lot of gentlemen these days, trust me. You have a very good friend in him, darling. Perhaps even more than a friend.
What do you mean, more than a friend?
Not for me to say, darling. If you don't realize it yet, you will.
Die willen scheinbar verkuppeln. Ich würde sagen, wir sprechen hier noch gerade die Sachen hier durch und zeigen ihr noch den Zettel, dass wir den Ohrring haben wollen, und dann machen wir an dieser Stelle
What's up
Pause.
exactly?
Hören auf und sehen uns dann, würde ich sagen, die Woche über mal nochmal zu einem weiteren Teil Let's Play The Longest Journey.
If he was, I'd have had him out of here in an instant. But he is an arse, and a stuck-up, pompous, arrogant wanker.
My thoughts exactly. Aside from that wanker bit.
Still, he pays his rent on time and he doesn't make a lot of noise. He keeps to himself. And most importantly, he's shit scared of me, so I can't just kick him out.
Tell me about a little
Tell
about
me a little
yourself.
bit about yourself, Fiona.
Me? Why? It's not much to say, darling. I love my job, I love Venice, and I love being with Mickey. I'm a happy girl. Sure, sometimes I wish I could go back to England to see my family, but that's water under the bridge, so to speak. I'm very happy with myself and my life here in Newport.
Okay.
How long have you and Mickey been together?
Mickey and I have been together since I was 19. She was in her late 30s then. The older, wiser, worldly woman. I found her sweet and charming and intriguing. When I finally realized she was neither of those things, it was too late. I was in love. She stole me away from my dreary British inner-city life, and she brought me here. She was no knight in shining armor, that's for sure, but she knew how to treat me like a woman.
You guys make a great couple.
You think so, darling? Yes, I guess we do. And the sex is amazing.
Und ist ja
You never
ziemlich
get tired of talking about your sex life,
weltoffen
do
für
you?
1999.
Never. And if I ever do, please shoot me.
Dass wir hier schon in einem Spiel ein homosexuelles Paar haben, das sogar offen darüber redet, wie gut ihr Sexleben ist. Wenn ich hole, wie lange sich Bioshock schwer getan hat, in Mass Effect eine homosexuelle Beziehung darzustellen. Außer die zu Liara, wobei Liara erstens, also es war weniger ein Problem mit dem Alien was anzufangen, als mit dem gleichen Geschlecht. Und Liara fiel ja außen vor, weil Liara bei Bioshock ja eine Asari ist, und die Asari erscheinen zwar in einer für uns Menschen in einer weiblichen Form, also erscheinen in einer weiblichen optischen Form, sind aber in Anführungsstrichen geschlechtlos, weil es bei denen nur ein Geschlecht gibt. Aber an sich, sobald es Männlein und Weiblein gibt, hat sich Bioshock sehr schwer getan, da die Möglichkeiten zu geben, bis zum letzten Teil. Und das war 1999, The Longest Journey, und die redet ganz offen, wie gut ihr Sexleben ist. Das ist ja mal was.
That's one of my favorite topics, darling. What precisely do you want to know?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
What made you decide to run a boarding house?
That's a long story. One of the reasons Mickey and I got together was that we shared a passion for the classic English country inns. You know, quaint, weathered buildings, funny old ladies, and oddly suggestive names like the Lazy Cock.
So why come here to the big city? To America?
We wanted to create a place with a similar atmosphere and hospitality here in Newport. Like a safe house for people like you and I to call home, if only for a short while. So we discussed different options for a few months, and then we decided we wanted to start a boarding house for young, penniless students and artists.
You decided you wanted to do that here in Venice?
We knew that Venice was the place for us long before we came here, but the hard part was finding a building cheap enough.
And this building was available?
Not at first. Like most of the buildings in Venice, this one used to be a factory, but when we first looked at it, a local company was planning to turn it into a bar and nightclub. It was so perfect for our purposes, though, that we appealed to the Venice Borough Council, and after outlining our plans, they gave us the go-ahead at a reduced price, provided we kept our promises regarding our tenants.
What inspired the name Border House?
The name Border House?
That came quite naturally when we saw the place. It's on the border between two worlds, isn't it? Between Venice and the city itself. And at the same time, I also believe we're on the border between two more abstract worlds. Between art and spirit on the one hand, and science and technology on the other.
That's very poetic, Fiona.
Yes, I've practiced. I may be an inner-city girl, but I can philosophize and bullshit with the best of them.
Ich denke, wir haben noch ein langes Gespräch vor uns.
Do you and Mickey own the place together?
We own it together, yes, and we've shared the responsibilities between us. Mickey takes care of the maintenance of the building, and I busy myself with the administrative tasks. I also take care of the day-to-day management of our tenants, like deciding whether or not to let someone rent a room. And, of course, the unpleasant business of booting someone out.
I thought you enjoyed that part.
Yes, all right. In some cases I do, but not always. It can get quite messy.
Thanks for the information.
I'm glad I could help you out, darling.
So. Oh, jetzt kommen hier nochmal ganz viele neue Informationen.
Tell me some more about the Border House.
What precisely do you want to know?
Thanks for the information.
Okay, da gibt's im
I'm
Moment
glad I
nicht
could help
mehr.
you out, darling.
What can you tell me
What
about
can you tell me
Venice?
about Venice?
I don't really know much about the history of Venice. You should really ask someone with an interest in local affairs. What I do know is that this whole neighborhood used to be an industrial area, and that about 100 years ago they converted most of the buildings into residences for students and the homeless. And it's a nice place to live, certainly. Friendly people, liberal attitudes, great clothing stores, quite perfect, aside from that dreadful stench from the canals in the summertime.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient. And it's got, an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
Diese interessante Aussicht, die uns angeblich ja gefällt, ist ein Kanal, wo auf jeden Fall kein Wasser drin ist.
Do you like Newport?
The city? I stay in Venice most of the time. It's easy to forget we're just a tiny little pocket in the middle of a sprawling urban wasteland. But do I like it? I think Newport is one of the great cities of our age. Love it or hate it, you can't argue with that.
And which one is it? Love or hate?
I haven't decided yet, darling. Ask me again in another 15 years. Perhaps I'll have an answer then.
Okay, da gibt's nichts Neues,
I don't have any
also...
more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
I'd better get going.
Off to school.
Yeah, there are no more classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling, good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
So, wir wollen unseren Ohrring zurück.
I saw this note on the corkboard. I think the ring might belong to me.
I'm sorry I have to ask, but could you describe the ring?
Sure thing. It says Sweet 16. My dad gave it to me. I think it was the only birthday of mine he remembered, or at least acknowledged.
Yes, that's the one. I found it under the sofa when I was vacuuming. Here you are, darling.
Thanks. It's not worth much, but it's got a certain sentimental value for me.
It's a very pretty ring.
Yeah, it is. My dad never gave me anything pretty before or since. He must have won a poker game or something that day.
Okay.
You know what's strange? I don't hate him. He's a bastard and he treated me like crap almost every single day of my life. But I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him.
Why?
Because he doesn't know how to love. He can't love anybody or anything. And because he'll be miserable every second of every minute of every day until the day he dies. God, I'm glad that life is behind me. I hope I never have to see him again. No, that doesn't sound right. I've made a choice not to see him again. Ever.
Okay, und damit ist das Gespräch beendet. Aber jetzt schauen wir unseren Ring mal an.
Dad gave me this gold ring on my 16th birthday.
Das war's also schon. So, und an dieser Stelle würde ich sagen, beenden wir das Spiel und ja, sehen uns dann die Woche über mit den normalen anderen Videos und wahrscheinlich dann mit einem weiteren Teil Let's Play Retro The Longest Journey. Wer so ein bisschen neugierig, um was es denn hier geht, ist es schon. Aber ich glaube, der Name The Longest Journey kommt auch von daher, dass wir es wohl mit einem recht, das sollte eigentlich nicht passieren, mit einem recht, doch, sollte passieren, so. Aber jetzt weiß ich nicht mehr, wo ich stehen geblieben bin. Was sollte ich denn sagen? Achso, ich glaube, der Name The Longest Journey kommt daher, dass man hier wirklich die Geschichte sehr lang erzählt ist. Aber ich bin gespannt, weil der Traum hat ja nicht, den wir hatten, hat ja bestimmt irgendeine tiefergründige Bedeutung und da bin ich mal gespannt, um was es da genauer geht. Macht's gut, bis dahin, euer Replika 666.